Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. And look, I'm not a fucking movie reviewer. I'm not here to review movies or anything, but dude, just take this with like, I don't know, a grain of salt, I guess. I don't know what the fuck to call it, but like recently I went to go watch the new Thor movie, Love and Thunder. And let me just tell you, it's horrendous. It's fucking actual AIDS, dude. Now, keep this in mind. I went to go see this movie for free because they were like, oh yeah, the movie's sold out, but we can just make an exception, I guess. And I was like, oh, cool, I'll take it. And so we went to go watch the movie. And so I'm doing this review because I went to go watch it for free. And I just had to say that it was literally just so bad, dude. Of course, it's a Marvel movie, and you know how Marvel fans are. I'm a Marvel fan myself, but like, dude, this movie was just god awful. Like, Jesus Christ. I get that, like, oh yeah, oh, the Marvel movies are they're so cool and they're so pretty and stuff with all the CG, but dude, look, listen, I'm tired of that being like the exception, right? Oh, the CGI was good. The CGI is good. The CGI, like, who gives a shit if the CGI is good? Look, I'm here to watch a fucking movie, right? If the story ain't good and it looks pretty, I mean, dude, I take that like as like, you know, AAA games, right? They publish shit, right? They look really nice and clean, but when you actually pick it up and play it, it's actual garbage. That's basically the vibe I got from this movie. It looks nice and clean, but the contents inside, the substance it has, is complete fucking shit. Look, I'm gonna spoil the movie if that wasn't obvious enough, but like, dude, they tried really fucking hard to make this like fucking Thor Ragnarok, right, with all the like the retro shit. And let me tell you, it doesn't fucking work, alright? They really, I feel like they really heavily like relied on that retro aspect of it with all the like the rock songs and shit. No, it's not gonna work this time. Sorry, bud. But you have a fucking joke that's like every fucking 4 seconds, and they're not even funny. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't fucking laugh at a single one. I guess the goats were pretty like cute, I guess. But other than that, I mean, that's about it. They're fucking goats. And then they started doing the old bit like every single time, and it just got redundant to the point where I just like I kind of ignored it, and I just watched how bad everything was. Yeah, I feel like jokes in this movie were like meant for like fucking like actual children, and the character Thor is kind of just put into the dirt 6 feet under and shot to death and put down like 20 fucking times before actually being like incinerated and cremated to nothing, because the character is just a fucking joke at this point. They made Thor into fucking, I don't even know, man. They really fucked with him. There's also so many, and I mean, I kid you not, there's so many like plot holes and just a bunch of plot armor and just convenient shit just thrown around out of nowhere. Like, it just happens that there's a council of gods that do this little reunion on this specific day, and it just happens to be that day, you know, and it's just like, oh yeah, we need to help with these gods because, you know, we need help from fucking Gore or whatever to defeat him or whatever, because if he gets his hands on the fucking whatever the fuck, then he can just kill all the gods. That easy. And it's just like, okay, so this meeting today, we'll go ask them for help and call it a fucking day, right? Oh man, so fucking convenient. There's also another part in the movie where basically Thor kind of Gore, he kidnaps all the children of the new Asgard and he traps them in this little like cage, I guess, and then Thor gets there, and then Gore summons all his little like symbiote people. That's another thing we're gonna get into, but like he summons all the shadow puppets or whatever the fuck, and then Thor's like, all right guys, huddle up, we're gonna do a little like speech or whatever the fuck, and then he ends up giving like, I guess, his powers to all the children, and then for some reason all the children just know how to fight perfectly, which was kind of fucking. I was actually pissed off during that scene because it was just like, not a single fucking child got hurt, not a single one. And keep in mind, these children have no battle experience whatsoever. It's like new Asgard's like looked as like, it's not like old Asgard where it's just like, oh, you know, all like ancient or whatever the fuck. This is like, you know, newer generation, like Earth and on Earth and shit. So it's just like, okay, these kids don't know how to fucking fight, but magically, oh, they just have Thor's powers, right? They just know how to fight. It's just like, what? And not a single one gets hurt? Like, what? There's just so much bullshit. It just, I can't even like fathom the amount of shit that I watched. And I got into this shit for free. The amount of time I wasted. I could have watched fucking The Rise of Gru, or even what's the one thing, the other movie, I forget what it's called, Top Gun. I heard that movie was good. But yeah, another thing, dude, they really try to push the whole diversity aspect of things, right? You know, the LGBTQ plus shit. Like, look, I don't give a shit if you're gay, but don't shove it down my fucking throat. This shit shoves it down like everyone's fucking throat every like 2 seconds. Like, you got the Valkyrie, she's gay. You got there's two moms that like kind of cry over their child that's gay, and they like the camera kind of pans over them for like fucking 10 seconds. And then Korg, apparently he's gay too, or it's implied that he's gay, but it's like he's a fucking rock, you know? Like, I don't understand like what the fuck kind of bullshit this is, but like, I don't know, man. It's just like, come on, really? You're just trying to shove shit down our throats, or my throat? Like, the movie is already bad. It's just like, you know how to make it worse by adding all this shit. Some of the CGI was kind of ass, not gonna lie. I mean, the landscape and stuff, of course, that's obvious because it's landscape. It looks really nice. But I'm not here to watch a fucking in-game cinematic or whatever the fuck. So it's just like, yeah, they look nice, but that's not really gonna catch my eye anymore, since every single Marvel movie has that standard. So it's kind of nullified at that point. Now, the thing that I hate about this movie, right, is that they fucking really went off the rails with Gore as a character, because his origins and stuff, they didn't really explain what the fucking blade was. They just said it was a necromancy blade or whatever, and it was just like, okay, brush it off. But like, if you read the comics, right, the blade itself imprisoned the fucking king of the symbiotes, who was actually there in the beginning, and the Big Bang happened, and then that's basically what like pissed him off, and he got trapped by the gods and whatnot, and the sword, and basically, you know, the movie didn't explain exactly what the fuck the shadow puppets were, but they're essentially supposed to be symbiotes, but due to fucking copyright or whatever the fuck, you know, Sony has like Venom or whatever the fuck, but even though they kind of are in the same universe, it just doesn't make any sense to not like connect the two together and be like, hey, yeah, so they were, you know, they're symbiotes basically and shit, you know, going to explain, hey, this actually imprisoned the fucking king of the symbiotes. I mean, like, that would have made it more like interesting, and open like, oh man, what if the fucking king of the symbiotes was like out and about and fucking started wreaking havoc on shit? Because like, if you read the comics, it's like that nigga is powerful as fuck. But anyways, the whole entire spiel, right? Gore as a character, Christian Bale, fucking stellar stuff. He kind of carried the movie. Not gonna lie, deep down inside when I was watching the movie, I was hoping, I was praying, dude, that he would actually like accomplish his fucking goal and just killing all the gods, because he was trying to get to eternity and make a wish. And basically, the entire movie is a make-a-wish fucking movie. You get to the end of it, and you get to this little fucking portal, and you ask eternity for a wish, and he grants you the wish to whoever like finds him first, right? And so I was like hoping that like Gore would just be like, fucking do it, nuke the gods, do it. I want to see what happens. I want to see how it would fuck shit up in the MCU. They don't do it because fuck knows what, you know, you need the good guys to win. Kind of cliche ending, not gonna lie, but yeah, his performance was really good. He kind of reminded me of Pennywise, to be honest. He was like really selling the role, and they were like making. The thing is, like, with Thor Ragnarok, it had its serious moments, right? This one tried to be serious, But the jokes, dude, they would, like I said, they literally crack a joke every 4 fucking seconds, and it just throws everything off because it's like it's a fucking serious moment. Like, goddamn, I know I'd make jokes about fucking like morbid shit, but like, come on, dude, Jesus Christ, this is like you're about to die. Every single god's about to get wiped out, and you're over here fucking saying, "Hey, brush your fucking teeth because your teeth looking fucking nasty." Like, what the fuck? And other people are like praising, "Oh yeah, it's really good. It's, you know, it has a really good story to it. You know, it tells a story about Jane and Thor and how their relationship really struggled and how they're trying to rekindle that relationship after so long." And it's just like yada 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 bullshit. And I'm like, dude, this shit feels like a shitty like rom-com. If rom-coms had a budget of fucking I don't know how much money, godforsaken amounts of money on obscene levels. Yeah, but it was a complete waste of time. I'm glad I didn't pay for it because I would have been really disappointed if I lost money. Not really good return on my investment, if you will. Also, the end credits is kind of ass, and I was hoping maybe Moon Knight or like Kanji would show up because it was the Council of Gods, and I thought maybe the ancient fucking Egyptian gods would be there, but no sign of them. Missed opportunity there from on their part, but God knows what, man. If this is what the MCU looks in the future, then fucking dude, I don't even know what to say. You're gonna go watch it. I'll wait until it goes on Disney Plus if you have that subscription. If you don't, you're not really missing much, to be honest. The end credits weren't that big. I don't know. Anyways, peace, boys.